Hey, what's up everyone, Epiphany here, and today I wanted to talk about the 4 main reasons why people lose gunfights. The first one on the list is going to be positioning. So, I got this white wall right here, and I got bots on the other side. Now, this is clearly the best position for me. As an example, I could easily just peek, you know, hit 1 or 2 bots there, peek some more, and then fall off, peek some more from another side, fall off, sort of thing. So this is obviously the best position. Now, the worst position for me is clearly this position right here, because to kill one, I really have to pretty much fully face them just to kill them. So that is obviously not the best position by any means. So positioning is definitely key. Let's take holding B site on Dust 2 as an example. So say you're on B site Dust 2 right now. You're currently holding by car, and obviously there is not a whole lot you can do, and you are completely vulnerable if someone comes out from doors and window, or if someone even just comes out from tunnels and window, or tunnels and door. That is honestly the worst position to ever hold B site, is behind car. The reason why is because you're very vulnerable from so many different angles. Now let's take behind the main box on B site on Dust 2. Right there, you're not as vulnerable. Right there, you have tunnels to watch, and then you also have your left, which is doors and window, but you can peek from so many different angles. You could also smoke off tunnels. You could also have a teammate be in tunnels. Now, that big box on site can be a very, very good position for you to hold. So positioning is definitely key, whether you're retaking sites or whether you're even holding sites. If you're holding on Dust 2, don't play car once again. Find a better angle. Find somewhere where you can peek from multiple different angles, like said box in the middle here on this bot's training map. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is sidestep shooting. Too many people will use the pistol as an example. These bots don't have head armor, they just have body armor. But we'll use a pistol as an example here. So, too many people, while sidestep shooting, they won't stop. Like, as an example, every time I've hit one of these headshots, I've stopped. You know, I've stopped for 1 quick second. Now, of course, this is bots, and it's going to be different when you're actually in-game, but still, you understand the point here. I stop to take my shot, stop to take my shot, stop to take my shot. There's little tiny bits in there where I have stopped. Too many people get kind of flustered when sidestep shooting, and they try to, you know, just keep moving, Now, of course, that's going to work a little bit better with a pistol, but it honestly might kill you if you have like an AK, and you don't want to practice the wrong thing to do. Because look at, I got lucky with a few kills here, and even then, I'm still kind of stopping in the middle. I'm not just. So you really want to be careful when sidestep shooting. So that moment where you are going to be, you know, jiggling or anything like that, right when you let go of one A or D, you are going to be stopping for just a second. And that's really when you want to go ahead and take your shots. Because if you take your shots in that point in time, your guy is technically stopped real fast, and you could easily, you know, possibly hit the headshot if your aim is good enough. But you just really have to be very careful with sidestep shooting. Each gun is different as well too, but I feel like a lot of people don't really understand sidestep shooting, and I feel like they try to peek a little bit too much with sidestep shooting, thinking that they're gonna be like the Matrix and dodge some people's bullets, when that honestly doesn't work. So the next thing I want to talk about is the way you peek. Now, as an example, when I've been peeking from here, I've been peeking out to benefit me the most. I've only been able to be seen by like maybe 1 or 2 people, but I've been able to kill one before I get hit by another guy. Now, with that, and even if I don't even kill someone, I just do some damage to them, you still don't want to just full on peek like this just to try to get a kill. Makes you very, very, very vulnerable, and of course, like, there's 3 other people right there that can hit me from so many different angles. So, of course, these are bots, and it's a little bit different. But while you're in-game, if there's a bot, say right here, of course there isn't, though. Let's kill one of these guys. Let's kill this guy at the top. Anyway, let's see if he spawns down at the bottom real fast. Of course. Okay, he did. Alright, so, there's a bot right there. you're going to want to peek like this to your advantage. So barely peeking him, so that way he can't hit you. Of course, if this was a person, they might be able to hit you, but you still want to barely be shown. You don't want to just like, oh, I know this guy's here. Like, look at that. If there's anyone behind the guy you just killed, or if the guy has a better shot than you, then you're gonna die. So you really gotta be careful with the way you peek, and you gotta peek to where it's gonna benefit you, to where you are only seen from like maybe one angle, rather than multiple angles and not being wide in the open. So, especially if you lose gunfights. If you find yourself losing gunfights because of your spray and everything like that, then don't peek like this, okay? If you find people dodging your spray like that bot just did, don't peek like that. Then that's where your peeking, you know, really didn't benefit you. The next thing I want to talk about is not knowing when to take fights or knowing when not to take fights. So, pretty much the same thing. But with that, if you are at a disadvantage, if you don't have a lot of health, you're not going to want to just go out there and just take a fight, okay? That's where you're going to want to fix your positioning and everything like that, and this kind of does go hand in hand with positioning, okay? You don't want to, you know, take a fight where you're not going to win. So as an example, your CT, you're holding this little angle right here. You're waiting for someone to peek. You're going to want to hold for you're going to want to hold and let them walk into your crosshair. You're not going to want to force the issue. And that's when it comes down to taking fights. You don't want to force the issue, okay? You want to really just peek when you feel confident, but a lot of people feel confident when they're forcing the issue, you know? So you really just got to be careful. You got to figure out where your team's at, you know, how they're playing, what your team's doing. And if you got a guy behind you and he knows you're going to peek, then go for it. Peek. But really, don't take gunfights that, you know you're not going to win from the beginning. So as an example, if you're coming out Mirage right now, say you're coming out on A on Mirage, you know someone's behind triple, you don't want to just run out and peek the guy. Of course, a lot of people do that. You can do that, but if he has better aim than you and he has a better shot than you, then that's not going to work for you. You're going to want to, you know, maybe jiggle peek the corner, throw some nades, do other things to make it benefit you the most and maybe weed him out, and so that way you don't end up just dying. But that's all I got for you guys. That's just my opinion on the 4 main reasons why people lose gunfights. If you have any other comments or suggestions or anything like that, down in the comment section below, let me know. But my name is Epithemy, and I'll catch you all next time.